joined by Manish Dhanuka, who's the Managing Director at Orchid Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals. A very good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. And firstly, Mr. Dhanuka, let's talk about your number. If you look at the quarter gone by, stellar set of numbers, significant growth actually, where we've seen in be it your top line or your bottom line or the margins. If you tell us what exactly led to this stellar outperformance in the quarter gone by?
Yeah, good morning and thank you for having me. Since we took over the company 3 years back, we've been trying to develop new customers, new markets, and I believe this is probably the result of that. We are happy that we've got a significant growth in this quarter. We hope we will continue to have a growth in high teens for the next 2 years as our efforts to rope in new customers continue to be there.
All right. Hope to have a growth in high teens over the next 2 years. That's the commentary. Very good morning, Mr. Dhanuka. This is Shrishti also joining in. Great to have you. And we have seen the turnaround for Orchid Pharma playing in post the acquisition. But a while back, a major announcement done by the company was on the Exblifep drug that is used in various bacterial infections, urinary tract infection as well. And the approval was granted by the European Medicine agencies. Tell us about the opportunity size and how much revenue it can add to your overall top line as well as bottom line once the launch is done.
Yeah, so I'm very happy to announce that Exblifep is a combination drug which uses an antibiotic and a BLI. And this BLI would probably be the first drug which has been invented in India and which has gone on to become an approved drug in the Europe as of now, and we expect the approvals to come through in the US as well. So this is a molecule which was invented by Orchid Pharma in 2013, and it was licensed out to a German company called Electra. And they have done the phase 3 clinical trials over the last 10 years, which they have now been able to get approval in the European market. And this is an injectable drug which will be used for chronic urinary tract infection, pneumonia, and pyelonephritis.
Let me actually put the spotlight on your global business, and also if you could help us understand what are your plans to rebuild your US business. And if I could add to that also, I know it's a divergent question, but what's your outlook that you have penciled in for the coming financial year, that's FY25?
Yeah, so we have devised multi-fold strategy basically. Besides the obvious increasing the scale and increasing the revenue, we are also moving up the value chain by introducing new products. We introduced a new combination product in India in January of last year when it became out of patent. We are going to file for the same combination in the US as NC minus or on NC minus 1 day. So we hope to move up this value chain by going into the finished formulations in the US market once again. Further, we have already signed an agreement with Shionogi and GARDP to develop and manufacture their patented molecule called cefiderocol, for which we are setting up a facility for making a lyophilization vials. So we will be manufacturing our own API and we will be manufacturing the lyophilized vials under license from Shionogi, which is still under patent. And this molecule, once introduced in India, will be a significant milestone in providing solution to antimicrobial resistance, because the Indian patients would be getting access to this molecule much before its patent expiry. So these are some of the key things. Besides this, we are setting up a plant, 7-ACA plant, for which we have obtained the PLI. So what I would say is that next 2 years, our objective is to gain momentum in the existing business, like I said, in high teens. But once our 7-ACA project comes on stream and some of these filings, when they start doing commercial business, I think we would be in a position to take a quantum leap.
The US FDA approval for AMR indication in combo with cefepime was due back in January 2024. And this could also pave the way for the approvals in the other global markets as well. Any update on that? Would you like to share?
So it was due in February. From what I understand that it is going on track, and hopefully we should get the news soon.
And all the best for that, Mr. Dhanuka, as well as thank you so much for joining us on the show to talk about what actually worked well for Orchid Pharma in the quarter gone by, as well as talking about your global business as well. And that is Mr. Manish Dhanuka, who is the Managing Director at Orchid Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals.